Let's go to Will Ripley, who's live for us there in Tokyo. So, Will, I understand that Martinez, he held a press conference denouncing U.S. foreign policy, U.S. domestic policy. What do we know about his motives for entering North Korea?
Well, we know that he's been in the country for some time, Zane, and I've been emailing with my contact in North Korea for about a week now, and that contact has been hinting to me that they were going to have something big to release to CNN. And then this morning we learned of this American, Arturo Pierre Martinez from El Paso, Texas, whose mother claims he actually tried to cross illegally into the country twice. As you mentioned, she said her son is mentally unstable and has bipolar disorder, but in the information that we got from Pyongyang, from the North Korean government, they didn't mention any of that. But what they did talk about was this 4,000-word statement that he read before a crowded room with cameras and government officials and state media, where he talked about the United States government. He said the United States is corrupt. He blamed the U.S. government for violence along the U.S.-Mexico border where his family lives. He blamed U.S. billionaires for corruption, accusing them of trying to take over the world. And he made a lot of key points that the North Korean government, incidentally, has been trying to get out there, trying to paint the United States as the bad guy, Zane, and not their own government, which is accused of widespread human rights abuses.
Okay, so interesting. I mean, you mentioned that he tried to enter the U.S. before. So technically, by him entering North Korea illegally, he is technically committing a crime. What consequences will there be for his actions, if anything? I mean, are we going to see what happened to him, what happened to Matthew Miller, for example?
We don't know right now. My source told me that this man remains under investigation, that he did volunteer to give this press conference, but we don't know if he is in danger of facing criminal charges. Don't know if he is in danger of facing a fate similar to Kenneth Bay and Matthew Miller, who were both sentenced and serving hard labor before the DPRK decided to return them back to the United States. But the pictures that were released to CNN do give us some sort of clues about the way he's being treated. You see, Martinez is wearing a suit. He walked freely into the room. He wasn't wearing a prison jumpsuit or some of the clothing that we've seen other North Korean detainees wear. So perhaps he could be staying in Pyongyang in a hotel as a guest of the government, but we don't know if he's speaking under his own free will or if he would actually be allowed to leave the country if he chose to do that.